All right. Welcome back to Eyes Open Media. Hope you guys are doing well. A couple of days ago, we studied the Mosul map, and today we're gonna do an update on that. So on this channel, we will be doing updates on the Mosul map as we continue to gain ground and and continue to complete Mosul. We're almost done with Mosul. I think we got another 2 to 5, I'll say 2 to 4 weeks left. All depending on how fast we move. It's all going to depend on how fast we move. Okay. Looking at the map, we got another about 2 to 4 weeks left before Mosul is completely liberated of ISIS and Daesh. So as we were talking last time, here's the map from one of my connects. And the green is the liberated and under control, basically from by Iraq, and then the orange is where they are clashing. Okay, frontline clashes, and the white is under control by ISIS. Now, and Daesh. Now that doesn't mean just because it's white doesn't mean that we're not fighting in those areas. They're just not reporting it at this time. Okay, so that doesn't mean that we're not fighting in those areas. Okay, and things are not getting done and progress isn't being made in those areas because they are. It's just that it's not getting any media attention. Okay, not until the media is ready to go in that area. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. As you see here, this is northern Mosul right up here. Northern Mosul's up here. This is western Mosul. I went through this already with you guys, but I'm going over it as well. And this is southern Mosul down here. This is eastern Mosul, southern eastern Mosul over here. Northern eastern Mosul over here. This is the left connector. Okay, this is called the left connector, and then behind, then this is the right connector. So there's the left connector, and then this is the right connector where the bridges are at basically. And then you have the bridges here, the 5 bridges, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, where the river goes, the legendary Tigris River. Okay, and then this comes into western Mosul, the right connect, basically the right side, the right of the connector. Okay. And of course this is the eastern Mosul, the left of the connector. Okay. So as you can see, the green has filled up. I told you guys by Sunday we would have all of southern Mosul and eastern. I was really saying eastern, southern eastern Mosul completed, in which we were clashing in this area right here and right up in here, and that's all done now. Okay, we have liberated those areas already. And yeah, so everything's on pace, everything's going good. Now I also told you guys that right up in here you're gonna start to see orange right in here. Now Daesh already claimed over the weekend they that a defeat in the left coast. Okay, so this is the left coast right here, and of course all of this behind it. But right here is the left coast, and here's the university. The University of Mosul is around this area as well. Okay, so all of that was taken care of. Um, and they were heading towards the International Hotel, which ISIS and Daesh are using. A lot of the ISIS and Daesh leaders are in that hotel. They're using that hotel, the Mosul International Hotel. And so we're footsteps away from that. The last intel I got, we were footsteps away. So from tonight into tomorrow, you should hear some clashes about the International Hotel. Okay. And Baghdadi, some of you guys are looking for Baghdadi. Baghdadi is in the western Mosul. Okay, he's in western Mosul. He's probably somewhere in the near the river. Like I said before, there's no reason not to be, because this is where you get life from the river. You get clean water from the river. You can do what you want in the river. You can get the seafood and things of that nature, and your animals can survive near the river. Okay, you don't want to be down this area in war, right? Because there's nothing really going on, but you want to be near a river. So most likely he's near the river. Okay. So you what you might see is you might see the Iraqis and the Americans and the British forces and the Turkish forces and all that stuff and the Peshmergas and stuff. You might see them leave this area open like they did over here. You see how they left this area open, but they cleared everything else out? He might do the same thing over here, because Baghdadi might be right in this area down here. So what they might do is they might clear all this up first, and then come in and then come right into the center for Baghdadi and Abadi to plant the flag. Could be something to look at, okay? Because they knocked the bridges down for a reason, okay? So they might not be able to get into this area, but they can come around the backside, and we've dropped off thousands of military personnel in December in the backside area. So we could start clearing the backside first, come up here and clean out this areas, and then come right into the center where Baghdadi is at, and where most of the ISIS leaders are at as well, and also where a body's going to plant the flag. Okay, so just look out for that, and by the end of this week we should have this whole thing completed, I would think. And then also I told you guys northern Mosul will be quickly done, and as you see, we're moving up, we're moving fast. We could have this all done by Sunday. Okay, so look out for northern Mosul to be possibly completed by Sunday. And when is Trump's inauguration? Trump's inauguration is on Friday the 20th. Hey, northern Mosul, if we speed it up, we could have the left coast completed and all of this green, and then all of this also green by Trump's inauguration. Okay, we'll see how fast we speed. I did get intel that there is a surprise coming tomorrow, so I don't know what that surprise is. But I do know that ISIS Daesh are getting some people together to go into a city. I'm pretty sure that it's probably somewhere in western Mosul or eastern Mosul, or I don't think it will be anywhere near here. But they're trying to go into a city where citizens are at, and so we know about that. And the surprise might be that the Daesh doesn't know that we know about that, and so that might be the surprise, that when they get all their people together to go into the city where citizens are at, we might be right there to just kill them all, okay? And that might be the surprise. So I'm not gonna give that too much away, because if that is a surprise, we don't want to give that away, okay? So we'll see tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow. But that could be the surprise. Okay. And okay, so as you guys see, Western Mosul is all white, but Western Mosul is also over 50% completed. Okay, liberated. So it's not 100. Nothing is turned green yet, but it will be soon. Okay, it will be turning green. I think Western Mosul is going to go a whole lot faster than Eastern Mosul. Eastern Mosul took a little bit longer because Abadi stopped the operations for 2 weeks. And so if you think about it, if you stop operations for 2 weeks, just think where we would be right now. So 2 weeks is from right now is January 2nd. So 2 weeks to January 2nd, this would have been already all green, and we would have been, by this time now, we would have been already done. Okay, so 2 weeks later, Western Mosul would be 90% completed. This would be already done, and we would be right here ready to announce Baghdadi and everything by the 20th. Okay, so the fact that we stopped operations for 2 weeks didn't allow us to get everything done by Trump's inauguration. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So things will be done after Trump's inauguration. As I said before, the prophecy, from Clem Clement is about, Trump presidency, 20,000 Dow, and a breakthrough in the Middle East. And we know that the breakthrough comes when they liberate Iraq. Okay, so and when Abadi plants the flag and liberates Iraq. Okay, and from Daesh and ISIS. So yeah, we're just gonna continue to watch that. Just wanted to give you guys the update on the chart. Hope when the chart is significantly, actually when this is completed here, when this turns green, I'll be back to do another update on the chart. And then when this turns green, this should be halfway through, and maybe a 3/4 way done, and we should be moving into this area. This area right here might take a little bit longer than this. Okay. And also we might start to see some stuff here And I don't know how they're gonna do this. Maybe they'll just come in here, or maybe they'll work their way around it, like they did over here, and just work their way around. Come in here, work their way around, and then push towards the center of Mosul. Okay. Um. Let's go over here. And I did talk about and I did do a breaking news on the budget on the main channel. So you guys need to check that video out. Okay. And I did ask the Iraqi Day about this. And I did say, is this the budget? Is this the 2017 budget law that was printed in the Gazette? And he said, yes. He said, yeah, it is a 2017 budget law published here. And when he means here, meaning he's in Iraq, right? So I think the last picture I saw of him, he was in Western Mosul preparing for battle over there. So we got to make sure, you guys pray for Iraqi Day and all the people that are battling in Mosul. Okay, so he says that in Iraq, and the president signed it and approved it, and a few days ago it was already in the budget. Okay, for us in the Western world, or that have access to the Western world, we are, we're a little bit late, so the budget, came in, and I guess nobody. And it doesn't say, like, if you click on here, it doesn't really say this is the PDF. But if you actually go to the budget, let me see if I have it. I don't think I have it. No, I don't have it on me. I don't think. No, I don't have it. Anyways, but if you click on the Gazette, it doesn't say anything about the budget. It doesn't say that it's the budget law. Okay, it doesn't say anything. It just has a post from January 9th. And so shout out to Eric, because Eric John was the one that caught it and said, you know what, I think this is the budget. And so I had it verified, and I did the breaking news on it. Okay. So this is what they were talking about here, and about the surprise that is coming to ISIS very shortly. And he says, close the mouth. Okay, so, and then also from the Kurdistan region, the U.S. to start building a big compound for its diplomatic mission in Erbil soon. It will cost $600 million. Will be finished in 3 years. Okay, so they're going to start to build a big compound for diplomatic missions. Interesting. Okay, so let's move on from there. And this is something interesting. It says the currency exchange rates are affected by political events. Interesting. Interesting that was the title of this. Okay, that actually that the currency exchange rates can be affected by political events. So basically, if you're looking for stability and security, well, if Mosul is completed, if a body plants the flag and Mosul is completed, and the whole world, says that Iraq is now free of ISIS and Daesh, wouldn't that affect the exchange rate? You know what I mean? Wouldn't that pour in? And the way the exchange rate is going to, explode is because as soon as Mosul is liberated, the world is going to pour into Iraq for reconstruction. Okay, and that's how the value is going to explode. Okay, and that's one of the reasons why Alak's probably been saying we're waiting on stability and security, because once we have Mosul, the international community is going to come in like crazy, which is going to automatically explode the exchange rate. Okay, so that was an interesting title on there. And the central bank signed an agreement with specialized international institutions in the field of training and consulting. Interesting. All right, so interesting couple of days here for Alak. And it seems like the last 2 months, Alak's been doing a lot of work and talking around the 15th. Okay, so December we had news that he came out from him, and we also had the news from the United Nations, and then now this week, the 15th and 16th, a whole bunch of news from Alak, doing a lot of signings, a lot of talking. Okay, we still haven't heard from the United Nations, I believe, and we didn't hear anything this weekend, so I believe that they're gonna wait till after the 20th and wait for Trump to come on in. Okay, and I think that is it. Let's see here. I did post the breaking news, as you guys see right there. I did post that breaking news, and I did post the report for the day. I don't know why it didn't show the picture here, but anyways, The report's up. Everything's up, guys and girls. So hopefully that was good to you guys. Enjoy it. Maybe I'll come back today and do a prayer or something like that. And hope you guys are enjoying the Eyes Open Media. We just started back up a couple of weeks ago, and hopefully everything's going well. All right. Talk to you guys later. Eyes open.